Today we're going to be talking about the supports you should have on your account just because they are at times game breaking and pretty insane. If you don't have them, then RIP, your account sucks and you should get them, even if you have to spend money. Yes, I'm encouraging gambling. Let's do this shit. Tingyun is the first character we're going to be speaking of. She's an incredible character, very much not dead at all, and she's also a featured 4-star on the 5-star Black Swan banner. So go ahead, get yourself some Foxian booty or whatever you want to call it. The more constellations or eidolons, the better. E6, incredible. Just life-changing, honestly. Changed my life, changed my grandma's life, my whole family's life is just a whole lot better. We became billionaires by the time we got E6. Light cones, the best light cones there are is literally Dance 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 or Planetary Rendezvous, which only works if you have an electricity DPS character, whatever you want to call it, right? Which is Jing Yuan, and the name that shall not be mentioned, because if we do, there's gonna be an explosion on the screen. So this Lycon only works if you're feeding into lightning characters. Dance and Dance is the best one because once you use your ultimate, it'll give you a 24% advance forward for every single character, so they'll take an early turn. It's incredible Lycon. Now for her traces, you want to focus on collecting every single node. Don't let a single drop just go to waste. You understand me? Don't let a single drop go to waste. The thing you want to focus on is the skill, the ultimate, talent. It doesn't matter, they'll all be 10 at the end of the day. But first, you want to upgrade it to level 6, level 8, then level 10. Ease your way into it. Take it slow. Don't be too fast. Don't be too rough. The relics, Hacker Space is going to be the best set. If you don't have Hacker Space, you're still very early in game. 4-piece Musketeer is useful because it gives you a 6% speed. Just 6% speed. That's just literally it. That's about it. The substats you want to focus on kind of depend on the planar set you want to use, but it consists of attack percentage, effect resistance, and survivability, of course. Attack percentage, why? Well, mainly because her skill scales with attack percentage, right? So the more attack percentage you have, the better. That doesn't mean equip attack percentage on boots. Don't be stupid. What's gonna happen is the body is going to be attack percentage, the boots are going to be speed, and the sphere is going to be any survival that you want, defense, HP, whatever works for you. Okay, now for the planar ornaments, as you can see, I have Broken Keel, but you can rock Fleet of the Ageless if you don't have Broken Keel unlocked yet. Fleet of the Ageless is pretty good set. You know, it gives some survivability as well. It gives some attack to the team. Once you have 120%, 120% speed would be insane. 120 base speed, you know, or higher. It's going to be incredible, right? So you can start with Fleet of the Ageless, move on to Broken Keel. You can even use Von Wack because it guarantees that she goes first every single time you enter battle. Or you can use Penacony, Land of the Dreams, for specific situations where you're just using Jing Yuan. That's it. With Planetary Rendezvous, I'm sorry, right? So Penacony can go well with Planetary Rendezvous because they both do the same thing of giving extra damage to a character that's on the same type, right? Same element. Pella is the next character I'm going to be talking about because she's an incredible debuffer for the team. Nihility debuffer Pella, right? Her best Lycons are pretty much Pearls of Sweat and an event Lycon that passed a very long time ago, before the tutorial starts. That's what it was called. It was a Silver Wolf themed Lycon, right? I'm pretty sure I completed the event, but I didn't claim the Lycon. How does that happen? I don't know. But when that happens, Hoyoverse, you just send it to my mail, you know? You just send it to my mail and be like, oh, yo, you forgot to claim these rewards. Just like you do with a battle pass. You do it for the battle pass, but not the events. All right. For traces, we're going to be doing the same thing we did with Tingyun, unlocking every single node before touching any of the big boys, right? You're going to start with the little ones, then move on to gorilla ones. So what the fuck does that mean? I don't know, bro. Just listen to what I'm talking. Just listen, bro. Pay attention. Right? First, you want to level up the talent because listen here. If the enemy is debuffed after Pella's attack, Pella will restore 10 additional energy. This effect can only be triggered one time per attack. So every single time the enemy is debuffed, right? Let's say Pella debuffs the enemy, then it's her turn again. Boom, she gets 10 extra energy. Simple as that. So focus on the talent, then move on to the ultimate, and everything else you can ignore it. You can come back to it if you love seeing 10 all across the board or everything maxed out. You can come back to it later, right? Me, I haven't done any of the nodes first. I'm a terrible example to follow because I was very inefficient. I was just upgrading shit to upgrade shit, bro, just because I had the materials. That's it. For the relics, Eagle of Twilight is still her best in slot. Honestly, there's no other set for her. There's no specific debuffing set for Nihility characters. If there is, then I'm kind kind of brain dead and haven't found it. After the warrior uses their ultimate, their action is advanced forward by 25%. So if she ults, she's gonna get another turn, and that's for the 4-piece. That's why you don't want to equip 2-piece on this. The 2-piece gives wind damage. She's not even wind, so she's a poser. If you don't have Eagle of Twilight, you can go with 4-piece Musketeer. You can go with Hacker Space, but Eagle of Twilight is just the best in slot. You can mix and match 2 pieces of defensive sets just so she can get more survival in early game, but after you unlock Eagle of Twilight, make sure you get a 4-piece that she can run with. For the excuse me, for the subtasks, you want to focus on effect hit rate, because the more effect hit rate, the more it'll guaranteed that the enemy gets hit with the debuff. Of course, if you have low percentage effect hit rate, the enemy has a chance to resist the debuff. We don't want that, so we have effect hit rate stacked up to the boobs. What does that mean? Listen to what I'm saying, just stop questioning shit. Effect hit rate on the body, you can equip HP or defense if you want. If you already hit over 67% effect hit rate, you can remove effect hit rate on your body and just use, again, more survival, which is HP or defense. For the boots, stay put to stay with speed, because that's the smart thing to do. For the planar ornaments, you can go with whichever you want, but let me name them first before you put on some dumb stuff like, you know, Ritalin Arena. Don't do that. Don't be dumb. Anyways, the best sets in slot, the best set that I use, in my opinion, Von Whack guarantees a turn, right? Von Whack guarantees her to be either first or second on the turn meter. So Von Whack is my go-to. Fleet of the Ageless, it can be used in early game, but after you get to like Broken Keel, Von Whack, Penacony, Land of Dreams, if you have a specific situation going on, you can switch. That's it. Once you get past Fleet of the Ageless, you can switch to Von Whack or Broken Keel. Penacony, Land of Dreams is a very specific situation where you're using a DPS that has ice as the element, increases energy regeneration for the wearer, but increases damage by 10% for all other allies that are of the same type as the wearer. So Jing Liu can get that 10% damage, 10% more damage added to her because she's ice, just like Pilla is ice. So for the rope, you want to focus on energy recharge. That's about it. I forgot to mention, for the sphere, you can go defense or HP. Ron is the next character I'm going to be speaking of because she's an incredible character even after Ruinment's release, right? For the Lycons, you want to focus on having past and future. If you don't have past and future, then that's a damn shame. You gotta find planetary rendezvous if you have that, you know, but you have to use it with a character that is of wind element, which there is a character that's given out for free, I'm pretty sure, that is of wind element, and that is the boy, the myth, the legend, the imbibitor, Dan Heng 4-star version. Of course, he's not as powerful, but he's useful. If you don't have planetary rendezvous, you can try and use meshing cogs, right? If you're starting off, that's fine too. It doesn't matter, because it just doesn't matter what you use at the beginning of the game. You're going to be clearing through everything. Anyways, why is past and future a good option for her? Well, because when she uses her skill, right, she gives a free turn. Pretty much, she gives a free turn to whichever character you advance forward. So let's say I use my skill Imbibitor Lune. His turn is going to be right after Bronya. And what does the passive say? When the warrior uses your skill, the next ally taking action except the warrior deals 32% increased damage for 1 turn. So that character is going to be going right after. Here, she used her skill to bring up Imbibitor Lune. Now Imbibitor Lune gets 32% more damage just for being there. So yeah, that's why past and future is my go-to with her. Traces, you want to focus on it doesn't really matter, every node first, right? Every bonus ability first before you move on to the big gorilla, almost to some wild stuff, to the big damage, right? Which is her skill and her ultimate. Mind you, the skill's buff and her ultimate buff, I'm pretty sure, they both scale with crit damage. So you want to build crit damage on Bronya. Now, the way I level up my skills and talents and ultimates is by pretty much giving 1 point to each until they're even, right? So let's say the skill gets 1 point, talent 1 point, ultimate 1 point. I don't be doing this whole shit where they be telling you, oh, you gotta level up this one first, then this one. Don't do that. Just split the resources evenly, just so you don't have a hard time with farming. Moving on to the relics, hacker space is their best in slot because it's speed, free speed, more speed, you get speed, and everybody gets speed. Everybody goes speed. Anyways, for his substats, you want to go with effect hit rate. Excuse me, what preposterous words have come out of my mouth? Pause. Right? For her substats, you want to focus on crit damage and effect rest, and any other survival thing that you can crumb into and every survival thing that you can put into it, right? Other than that, for her body, you want crit damage because, again, her skill, her ultimate, pretty much all of her buffs scale off of crit damage. So the more crit damage you have, the better. If you're struggling with survivability, cool, you can take it off, put on HP or defense. It's fine. For the boots, it's always going to be speed because speed is speed, and everybody goes speed, and speed is speed, and speed is cool because we're speed, right? For the planar ornaments, it doesn't matter what you use. Doesn't matter what you use, but I recommend using broken. I was joking. Okay, it does matter what you use. I was joking. All right, broken keel, you can use broken keel, you can use Fleet of the Ageless if you're starting off. Fleet of the Ageless, right? I'm saying that right? Yeah, Fleet of the Ageless, you can use broken keel, Fleet of the Ageless, Bone Whack if you want to be a little cracky. You can also use Pentacone, Land of Dreams, if you are on the same team with a DPS character that is of wind element, right? And that's about it for her. For her sphere, you can go defense, you can go HP, any survival is incredible. If you want to go wind damage, sure, go wind damage, go ahead, but knock yourself out. So for the robe, you want to go energy recharge, again, substats, effect rest, right, crit damage, right, and any survival thing that you can just crumb into it. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, honestly. For the last character I'm going to be speaking of is, of course, the one character that literally everybody should have on their account. If you don't have her, that's your loss, not mine. I don't care. I have her. I win, you lose. It's Ruin Mei. So Ruin Mei is one of the best supports that they've released for Harmony. She definitely tops me. She's just an incredible character. She tops me and Bronya. She's just fire, bro. She's cool. She's an incredible character, bro. For her Lycons, you want to focus on anything that has break effect. If you're struggling to gain break effect, right? Because let's just get this right off the bat. For some reason, they made a support character whose skills of a break effect. I don't why they did that. I have no clue. I have no clue. Go ask them yourself. Go in person if you want, right? So me, I'm using Memories of the Past just because it gives you 40% or 42%, I'm sorry, break effect on Super Imposition 3. I don't know about Super Imposition 1, and I'm too lazy to go check. If you want me to go more into depth with these characters, let me know in the comment section below, and I will do that. Let's move on. You can also use Dance, Meshing Cogs, whatever, but the main thing is you'll have to reach 180 plus break effect first for very juicy stats, right? I want to read some of the stuff for her just because it's so good. It's so good, right? It's so good, right? Listen, this is the skill. String Sing Slow Swirls. After using your skill, Ruin Mei gains Overtone, lasting for 3 turns. This duration decreases by 1 at the start of Ruin Mei's turn when Ruin Mei has Overtone. All allies damage increases by 32% and weakness brace efficiency by 50%. Oh shit. By 50%. I got too excited, right? That means they're getting a 32% damage increase. Not just that, but they'll deal an additional 50% break damage, which is kind of crazy. Break efficiency, which is kind of crazy, right? It's insane. Damn, this is wordy. It's insane. This is the ultimate. Ruin Mei deploys a field that lasts for 2 turns. The field's duration decreases by 1 at the start of her turn. While inside the field, all allies, all type rest pen increases by 25%. I'm guessing all type rest pen means all type resistance penetration. I'm guessing that's what it is, right? So let's say, for example, Bebe de Lune is going up against an enemy that's not weak to imaginary. He's still gonna deal a lot of fucking damage because of that 25% rest pen, okay? He's still gonna penetrate to that resistance. There is something that's very good with I think it's her talent, but let's keep reading. When these enemies attempt to recover from weakness, oh my god, here it is. When these enemies attempt to recover from weakness break, Thanatoplum Rebloom is triggered. What is Thanatoplum Rebloom? Something incredible. Let's say you break the enemy's bar, right? He spits some bars, you broke him because they trash, right? You burn them to fire, you burn them to ash, right? Burn them to fire, huh? What am I talking about? I'm too excited. This character is so good, right? So what it means is once you break an enemy's weakness, they attempt to get up, right? And they'll have this flower on top of their head. Once they attempt to get up, that flower is just gonna knock them the fuck out again. It won't be their turn again. It'll be your turn. It's insane. She's so broken. Who made this character? It's insane to me, right? That's what I'm talking about. You need to have this character. If you don't have her, I'm sorry. GG's, bro. You lost, right? For her talent, increases speed by 9%, 9.7%. That's such a specific ass number for the team. Excluding this character, when allies break an enemy target's weakness, roommate deals to this enemy target break damage equal to 112% of her eyes break damage. I felt like I just turned completely sped. For the relics, you want to focus on substats that give you effect break, right? Effect break, I'm pretty sure you can get that on your substats. Yeah, break effect, not effect break. I'm sorry. You can focus on break effect, some survival with HP, defense, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I personally run 2-piece Thief of Shooting Meteor because it gives me 16% break effect on the 2-piece. You can use a 4-piece, but the 4-piece is kind of specific. But this is my thing though, because that would mean you're getting 32% break effect. If you're struggling, you can go 4-piece Thief of Shooting Meteor, right? Because it gives you 32% in total. The 4-piece increases the increases the worst break effect by 16%, so you get 32% break effect. So if you're struggling really hard to reach 180 from substats and whatnot, go with the 4-piece. If you're cool, you're chilling, you have a light cone, her main light cone, which gives you a heap amount of break effect, or memories of the past like I do, and you can comfortably reach 180% plus break effect, you can go with 2-piece Thief of Shooting Meteor and 2-piece Hackerspace, or you can even go 4-piece Hackerspace. That's only if your substats are generous with the break effect. They're very generous with me for sure. Look at that, 23%, 29%, 19, 12%, not 19. I need glasses. For the boots, for the body, you want to focus on survival, defense, HP, you know what I mean. For the boots, speed, of course. For the planar ornaments, you want to go with Von Whack, which is what I go with, just so she's guaranteed the first turn. Von Whack doesn't really matter on her because once you use her technique, right, she just gets her skill off for free. You use your technique, you get the free skill. That's it. You don't have to use her skill until it runs out. But I still like using Von Whack. I still like, it's so comfortable just seeing the characters go first. I don't know why. Fleet of the Ageless, if you're still starting off, Broken Keel can be used as well. And you can go the route of, Pella, Penacony, Land of Dreams. Why did I say Pella? The route of buffing the ice character that's being the DPS for you. So Jing Liu, or as people call her, Bitch Liu, right? So you can go Penacony, Land of Dreams to get the extra 10% of damage for Jing Liu. That's about it. For the sphere, I don't know why I have attack. Maybe I don't have a Von Whack sphere with HP or defense, but you want to go for HP or defense. For the rope, you want to go energy recharge rate because it's just incredible. If again you're struggling with break effect, you can also go with a break effect sphere, which is useful, right? But that's again if you're struggling with it. I'm trying to find it while I'm speaking, but I'm not gonna find it. I don't have one, but they do exist, trust me. That's about it. That's literally all of the characters I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one, you beautiful unfeathered fuckers. Peace out. I don't know what the fuck that outro was, but I'm going.